Amdir's defeat shattered the back of the Black Walls, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Ooh. Hold on. Story of Courage. Oh, I didn't realize I picked up that skill. Oh, that's when I hit level 16, of course. Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf, where I now have Story of Courage. And we are here in the Brigand Cave to find out what happened to the Black Wolves. Not that I had anything ever to do with them, considering that I came from Erluine.
Goodness!
This place is quite a tomb. I wish we could just say all was peaceful and leave, but I suppose we need to do a little bit better than that. All right, no use putting off what must be done. Come along and make sure that we have your blade at ready in case we run into any trouble. Actually, I've got a club, but I suppose, and I also have a clarinet with me. Oh, careful, friend. All manner of things could be living here now. Let's see, what do we have here? You mean like giant crickets? Neeker breakers. Neek break and neek break. And now for you. Yeah, that. But bolster my courage. Oh. Alright. Oh, of course, my courage because I am currently in whatever they call the combat mode in this thing. Because I was about to call it war speech, but that's the old name for the red stance. Yeah. What do they call these days? Oh, dissonance! Yes. This is a nasty business, this is. Really? Is that the case? Are you ready? Let's press on. Good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't get too far ahead because there have been times where I've done this where I found out that, oh, he ran into another group that popped out of the ground as soon as he walked by. So you can't go too far ahead of him if you want to make sure you defend him properly. Yeah, Vidi Dajagoosh. Well, woo! Dynamic performance. Right? Oh, then I guess you can get this. And that, and that, and that. That looks like the last of them. For now. That Blackwell doesn't look like he's in very good shape. Let's press on. There we go. So remember when Amdir came through here, he created quite a bit of trouble. Now, I am wondering about all these torches being available. Yeah, something like that. I need to learn what all those war cries are. Yeah. There you go. Come here. Coming here was not have been such a good idea. Amdir was just the beginning. Just the beginning? Let's press on. Quiet! Shh, you want a dwarf minstrel to be quiet. Boy, let's wait here for a moment, see what happens. This is your last chance. Swear fealty to Angmar once more. Never! Then die! Ah! My lord, intruders! What? Deal with them! Yeah, let's deal with them. Our hands. Oh dear. Ouch! Little son. Okay, got. All right, we've taken care of him. I think I need a little bolstering there. Baruch Kazad indeed. I have protected Constable Underhill. Hello.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Ye couldn't have come a moment earlier, could ye? Afore that dwarf stuck me through, maybe? Oh, well, suppose that's just the way of it. First it was this Eogan saying that if we pledged to Angmar, we'd be made rich. Well, then all that fell apart. A few of us decided that we didn't want anything to do with Angmar anymore. We started talking to some new fellows, men who came up from the south. An ugly bunch they were, but at least they didn't seem likely to be raising fell spirits or such on us. Seems that Angmar didn't like the prospect of us leaving them, that is. That dwarf came along, and you see how that ended. Now I suppose the Blackwolves are at their end. Yeah. All right, so people from the south are. Now we see what do we have in the south? Well, we got Mordor in the south. Well, I definitely know Mordor's in the south. You see that there's Isengard, Mordor, and all that stuff. Gondor. Well, I suppose so, but I hope that. But obviously, now I know what goes on in the story, obviously from a player's point of view. But you can just imagine me hearing people from the south. When I'm thinking south, Mordor. What other people would be looking for evil people around here? Since I'm probably not thinking of Isengard yet at this point.
Just a moment.
Well, it seems that strange dwarf escaped. How he got out of there is a mystery to me. And from what you say of the brigands' tales, the dwarf was the one that should have been worried about, not these black wolves. Well, I suppose the black wolves are truly broken now, but for some reason I still don't feel safe. Well, there's not much more that we can do here. You best take the tidings back to your ranger friend in Bray. Right. Actually, now thinking about concerning Mordor, Angmar is pretty much a branch of Mordor, so therefore Angmar will not be upset of them pledging allegiance to Mordor. So that's sort of a thing that mixes into here. Let's go.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
And of course, the Nazgûl are working with Skorgrim, so we obviously, if we're talking about South, they're not talking about Mordor there, as for someone that Angmar will be upset about them working with. Hello, Constable.
Oh, good day.
Oh, good show. Good show indeed. You showed those Blackwood rascals what for? And we get some trousers here, and not an inch improvement. Oh, well.
Might I have a word with you?
Yeah, so good day to you. What are you still doing about here? Those Blackwolves are gone, and likely for good. That's a strange dwarf, might still be around though, but I'll wager he went on to somewhere a bit more interesting. Now, I can imagine here they're not considering me to be a strange dwarf, but that's an entirely different matter. I guess compared to Skorgrim, I'm perfectly normal. Yes, you should take that news on to your friend Strider in Breetown. If he sent you out here, he likely wants to know what we found. He'll probably be in the Prancing Pony. Thank you for your help, but there's no use worrying about the brigands around here anymore. I'm afraid the Skorgrim got away.
We must move quickly.
You've returned, and just in time. Much has happened since you left, but I have little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Breland, but there's a more immediate threat we must deal with right now. While you were away, those same Nazgul you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travelers I had been awaiting, 4 hobbits of the Shire. I can't tell you why there's so much interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again. All right?
I need your aid.
While both you and I have seen 5 Nazgul, the true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Like, I need to be told that there are 9 of them. With my luck, I've probably seen all 9 at one point or the other. Yes, would you travel to the west and speak to Langland? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Another Underhill? Yes, Underhill, yes, and his friends decided to take a different path and are now here under my protection. Still, Langland may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgul. He camps on a rise just north of Buckland Gate and may have seen something that will aid me. You must hurry. I cannot afford to delay this overly long. Yes, Underhill. What? Are half the hobbits in this region called Underhill? And here's one of those Underhills right now. Hello, very definitely not the same one as the constable. You're a minstrel? That's wonderful. I'm about to undertake a little adventure, if you want to know the truth. Some no good brigands stole something of mine, and I'm going to go into their hideout and get it back. If you don't mind, I could use your help. If you want to write a song about the journey, so much the better. Let me know when you're ready and we can teach those villains a lesson. I know that cave where they're hiding in. Ooh.
Hoping for some new material with which to compose a song, the minstrel Piper Prescott has recruited young blood to aid the hobbit Leland Underhill retrieve some goods stolen from him by the brigands encamped throughout Breland.
Ooh. What do we do?
Hello
Yes,
there.
the man in charge of these brigands is called Holt Adderson, and he can't get away with this. Decent folk shouldn't have to worry about getting their things stolen. You can keep track of what happens, Pine Feeder, and maybe you can come up with a song that will stir the hearts of the good folk and will warn the villains such things brigands not to stoop to come. Could you repeat that exactly? Yes, I said they'll come up with a song that will stir the hearts of good folk and will warn villains such as these brigands not to stoop to crime. All right, yes, now I cut it this time. Okay, let's go. We'll teach these lots a thing or two about manners. Yeah. I give up, I give up. Just don't do it again, okay? Yeah. Alright, let's go on. I give up, I give up. They seem to be easily giving up. Really, you should have known better. They're all level 10s? No wonder they're so pathetic. Oh, now we get promoted up to the 12s. He's a tough thieving black wolf. I give up. Well, not so tough after all. But even the really tough ones are. There he is. There's the man who stole my dinner. I was just about to cook that roast, Holt. Halt, Holt. It belongs to me now, and no puny fellow like you is going to take it back. Teach him a lesson. Yes, boss. Baruchazad. I give up, I give up. Oh well, you're the last one left, I guess. Yeah, I stole it fair and square, and you can't have it back. Fine, you win. I can't believe I was beaten by a hobbit. I see that you've already gone and started cooking it. Luckily, I have some utensils with me. If you swear that you're done being a villain, I'll split the roast with you, Holt. I could use a bite. All the villains on the side. Hey, can I have a bite too? Oh, well.
How do you do?
Oh, let me carve up the roast, and then we'll be off. Let me know when you're done and ready to go. We recovered the merchandise, and it was tasty.
What can I do for you?
The brigands stole Leyland Underhill's lunch? Oh, that's too much. How very like a hobbit, getting all worked up about his meal. I have written down the tale exactly as you told it to me, Pinebeer. Here you go. Don't mind the smudges. They're your words, so you should be able to make them out well enough. Now, jump up on one of the three tables in the corner of the pony and sing the song. Let's see how the audience thinks of the tale of Leyland's lunch. All right, let's jump on the table and sing. And singing. We're competing against that minstrel over there too, though. We have to be careful about that. Apparently they liked it. Yay! A great tale. A terrific song for sure. You can always count on the pony for great entertainment. All right. That seemed to work.
Hello there.
Well done, Pineveer, well done. It's obvious that your song has been well received by the company, and I dare say you've learned a valuable lesson. Though you are a minstrel, you cannot merely observe the actions of others. You are an active participant, Pineveer. The bravery of Leyland Underhill may be remembered by this company, but you and I will not forget that you too faced the brigands with him, and their blows were directed not only at the subject of the minstrel song, but at the minstrel as well. You're going to need something sturdy to protect yourself if you're going to be in the thick of things from now on. You had better get used to it. Well, when you consider that I'm about to investigate Nazgul, I suppose that's reasonably true. Langland, Strider sent me in case you needed any help here. He asked me to tell you that Mr. Underhill has arrived at the pony.
Greetings.
Aragorn sent aid? Nazgul, 4 more were in Buckland. They rode swiftly to the east upon black steeds. I was foolish enough to stand in their way, and they ran me down. I will heal in time, but the riders have left a threat in their wake that must be dealt with. I must ask you for your help, all right? And what help is that?
Could I speak with you a moment?
In the Black Rider's wake, Cribine have taken roost. They are not the common strain from Dunland, but a breed I had not seen before. Likely those foul creatures keep watch of the Buckland and the Shire, or at the very least me, since they have taken to staring at me in the night. While the Cribane may see nothing of interest, the fact that the enemy has eyes here are dangerous. If you were to blind these eyes, the enemy will not be as sure in directing their efforts. If you would, dispose of Cribane that roost in the southwest, just beyond the camp. Even killing one will go a long way towards blinding the enemy. Alright, fine, I suppose anything to blind the enemy would be a good idea. Blind the great eye, so to speak. Who's Victor? Yeah. Oh, there's another one here. Hello? Ready? There you go. Next! And I just need one more and I'll meet my quota for this quest. Well, that was straightforward enough, though I do wonder about that Crepine who was laughing right after dying, because that's sort of is a bit of a chilly thing. Done?
How can I be of service?
Good. You have slain the foul birds. The enemy will not be nearly as sure of their efforts now. However, I still have need of your aid. I must ask that you do something in Buckland, as it was the horn call that alerted me to the presence of the Nazgul.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You say that Underhill is with Aragorn. I know no Underhills. I was sent to watch over a hobbit named Baggins. I must assume that is whom Aragorn spoke of. That he is safe is welcome news, for my fears are somewhat allayed. It was late in the night when I heard the horn call of Buckland. Running to the road, I saw the Nazgul leaving Buckland at a gallop. I tried to stop them and they ran me down. I feared they had already found Baggins. The four riders passed eastward towards Bree, but we may discover what they learned, if anything, at Baggins's home in Crick Hollow. It is a cottage surrounded by a high hedge almost directly southeast of the Buckland Gate. If you learn anything there, return to me. What news you can bring to me may help in determining the movement of the Nazgul. Very well. On to Buckland. There seems to have been some trouble here. Hello there. Was there some trouble here last night?
Dear me, what do you want?
What? Who? I don't have it. Oh, wait. You're not one of the Black Riders. I must tell you that I haven't been so frightened in all my life. Did they learn anything from me? Well, those riders came bursting into the house, but I had already slipped out the back way. Not a thing did they learn from me. No, sir. When the sheriffs came, they made me tell all about Frodo and the others going off to the old forest, but I didn't say a thing about the enemy's ring. Oh dear. What was that? Oh, it sounds like crows. Ring? Well, what's this about a ring? One hears old stories about rings in lore, of course. Like something about a ring and the kings of the Stout Axes and also, yeah. Oh, the more of these. And Sauron seems, and of course you have the ring raids. Yeah, there. You did it! You didn't get all of them, though. Some flew out to the old forest. I hope they don't come back. Well, let's hope not. Well, I'll report to Langland then. We may have a teensy problem.
How can I be of service?
The enemy's ring? It's no wonder Aragorn was so secret about why the enemy was seeking Baggins. If the Creban heard Fredegar's words, the enemy will know for certain that the ring is no longer in the Shire, and all will be lost. Finding these birds in the old forest will not be a simple task. I would ask that you return to Aragorn in Bree and seek his counsel on what to do, how to find these foul birds. Will we be able to track down the birds? What will Aragorn say? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays a Stout Dwarf.